Good morning. I am Leylord Marcelino, Marketing Manager of Field Data Business Systems Inc. And we are glad that you were able to join in today's virtual event. Allow me to thank you for taking your time from a busy schedule, and I hope that everyone is safe and healthy in your respective homes or workplace. As for me right now, I'm hosting this event from home and as well as most of our team members. So I think mostly, if not all, have shifted to virtual events. As they say now, this is part of the new normal. And we are doing these webinars to engage and help you, our customers and partners, to adopt, help you maximize your productivity and investment on the solutions that you already have. So while some businesses are doing the new normal, we know that the healthcare industry, where all of you are part of, and as part of the IT teams, it has always been business as usual. That's why our team came up with a series of webinars to help you by sharing some product updates and what more you can do with the Microsoft solutions that you already have. But before that, let me briefly introduce Phil Data and who we are. Phil Data has been in the IT industry for almost 4 decades, about 38 years to be exact. We serve multiple industries like BPO, manufacturing, healthcare, of course, pharma, utilities, and more. We are exceptionally strong in the IT infrastructure segment, and we carry all the trusted brands like APC, VMware, Vim, Fortinet, Cisco, Microsoft, HP, HPE, Dell, and of course, Microsoft. And that's the reason why we are here today. And Phil Data is a Microsoft Gold partner. That is a testament of our ability to provide you the best that Microsoft has to offer. Overall, we provide a broad range of solutions and services from on-premise, traditional servers, and storage, hyperconverged infrastructure storage, hybrid cloud, to full cloud solutions that we can customize to our customers' needs and requirements. Beyond storage and compute, we also offer data center solutions like racks, cooling, power, as well as cabling. For networking, Cisco encompasses our wired and wireless solutions, typically campus and edge. But for the top of rack and SAN data center switches, we offer Dell EMC Power Switch series. And as we strive to be a one-stop shop for IT solutions, we also have other products that cater to customers' needs. In line with helping you build your data center, we also offer a full suite of industry standard backup solutions as well as disaster recovery solutions, whether on-premise or on cloud with Microsoft Azure. Remote collaboration is also something that we offer, and we have seen tremendous demand for WebEx and Microsoft Teams in the past months. As Microsoft Cloud Solutions provider, we also help our customers plan and migrate to Windows 10 and offer Office 365 often together with Dell and HP desktop and laptop hardwares. We recognize that each organization are often at different stages of their digital transformation journey. So please, let Phil Data help enable you to make this transformation easier. So that said, in the next 45 minutes, you'll hear from our speaker about what Microsoft has in store for you. Our speaker for today is Riza Nasis Valencia, our digital workplace strategist for our Microsoft team.
Hi, good morning everyone, and welcome to our session, Empowering Healthcare with Microsoft Teams and Bookings. We know that in-person doctor visit can be challenging, especially for patients with mobility issues, a compromised immune system, or living in areas with a shortage of clinicians or healthcare facilities. Video conferencing provides a way for clinicians to provide high-quality, personalized, and affordable consultations. Using the complete meetings platform in Microsoft Teams combined with the new Bookings app in Teams, providers will be able to schedule, manage, and conduct virtual visits with patients. Okay, so the learning objective of this session is to explore on how we can leverage on Microsoft Teams and Bookings to deliver safe, high quality, and compassionate care for our patients. So what is Microsoft Bookings? Bookings is an online service which simplifies the process of setting and managing appointments with customers. So this is ideal for businesses such as medical offices, law firms, consultants, or anyone who provides services on an appointment basis. So customers can set appointments themselves or you can do it for them. So Microsoft Bookings has three primary components. Let me just share you. So first is an online booking page where your customers can schedule appointments with specific staff members. So this is how it looks like. And then second is an online backend where you can view and manage your appointments, set staff list and schedules, services, and other preferences to customize how the service works. Okay, and last we have a mobile app you can use to view and manage your bookings and access customer information from anywhere. So this is bookings integrated with Microsoft Teams. Okay, so going back to my presentation, why bookings with Microsoft Teams is better for virtual consults. Okay, so first, booking sends invite from a business or organization and not from a user's email. So how does it look like? I have here a sample booking confirmation that I set up previously. So the company will be the sender of the booking invite, and this confirmation will be sent to the staff, both the staff and the customer. Okay, second, bookings create a custom uh, meeting join link for guests to join. This ensures that the patient has the best experience possible when joining virtual visit. And then booking allows an organization to create custom invite templates for all appointments type. This reduces the time and effort for the scheduler to send an invite so that they can focus on what is most important to them, which is taking care of the patient. Next, bookings allow for the schedulers to see multiple doctors' availability all in one view. This is another way to improve efficiency for the scheduler to book appointments quickly so they can get to the next patient in queue. And lastly, Bookings takes advantage of our world-class Microsoft Teams meetings infrastructure in the background. This enhances the scheduling, invitation, and join experience for the patient, making it a better overall experience for a business cost consumer virtual meeting. Okay, so how do we set up bookings? Let me just go to my demo account. Okay, you can go to theoffice.com. Just sign in using your work email and password. And then from the office portal, you can click on the bookings, wait for it to load, and then if this is the first time that you will be setting this up, click on Get It Now. Then enter the name of the booking calendar. For example, I want it sample clinic. Oops. I'm sorry, you have to click that and then enter the business name, sample clinic, and then business type is health. For example, it's health clinic. Okay, and then click on continue. Okay, so this is the screen of the booking page of the booking site. First, we have here the home. You can explore on this later as you create or set up your own booking page. So this is a guide on how you can set up each item. Okay, so the first thing that we need to set up is the business information. You can click at the bottom, then set up your business name and then your business address. For example, I would like to add third floor, Kings Court building, etc. Okay, and then your business phone, and then this one is the admin of the booking page. So he or she will also be notified for all the bookings that will be made in your booking page. And then you can also add in your website URL, if you have a privacy policy URL, the terms and conditions URL, and currency if you'd like to, and then business logo. So let us try to add a business logo. Okay, this one. Okay, and then save it. Okay, and then we now edit to the business hours. Okay, so the business hours, you can add different shift if this is not the business hours that you have. You can add another shift here. Okay, so for example, this is the business hours that I want to have. And then if this is of the configuration is okay, click on save. And then we now move on to the services. Okay, so for the services, we will now edit the first one. Since the service included here is initial consult, let us customize it. For example, general consultation. And then you can add in a description. So, for example, this one. Okay. And then the default location. It can be your office address and add an online booking. So um, please make it a default to add an online booking. We know that after this pandemic, you can still use this booking even for face-to-face consultation, but it is best that we still use the add online meeting so that every time we have a booking, there will be a meeting join link that will be sent to the customer and to the staff. Okay, and then we have here the default duration. This is the duration of the service. Say, for example, it's 30 minutes. And then add buffer time. Your customers can't book. The buffer time is an extra time before or after you meet with your customer. So you can use this to set up, clean up, or reset your room and equipment. So for this one, I will add a 15 minutes buffer. Okay, and then there is also an option here to let the customer manage their appointment when it was booked by you or your staff on their behalf. Okay, so just like what I said earlier, your staff can book the booking for you, or I mean the booking for a customer, or the customer can book themselves. Okay, and we also have here notes. This is internal only if you'd like to add for the staff. And then custom fields. The custom field is where you would like to add information regarding the services. Okay, so if you would like to add custom fields, you can modify it here. And then reminders and confirmation. So you can edit the confirmation reminder here. So you can edit you can add or edit the email reminder for 1 day or 30 minutes. This will remind both the staff and the customer or the patient that they have a booking on this particular time. Okay, and then after that, you have here additional information on the email. You can edit this also, and then there is also publishing options. Show this service on the booking page. Yes, this is by default enabled. And then the online scheduling options. Use the default scheduling policy. This is also by default enabled. Okay, so after this, we can now save this and then move on to if you'd like to add another service. For example, the service name is Derma. Again, add an online booking and description. Okay,
Ma'am, kailan po ulit yung pasok namin?
30, set it for 30 minutes and then buffer time also for 15 minutes and then enable this. The maximum attendee per event is only one. And then, okay, save it. So after this, you can now go to the staff. Okay, this is where we add the staff. I would like to add another staff. For example, I would like to add Adele Vance. And then for the staff, there is an email notification here. Notify the staff by email when a booking assigned to them is created or changed. So this is important. This must be enabled. And then if you want to see the office calendar of the staff, you must also enable this one so that you can see if they have previous booking on their calendar. Excuse me. Next is you can customize the business hours. For example, your staff has different time shift. Say they only go to the clinic every MWF, so you can remove this time slot and also this one. And you can also customize their shift by adding a new time slot here, or you can also edit the time that they will be in the clinic. Okay, so if you are okay with the configuration, you can save this and then add another one. So for example, Deborah, and I would like her to be in the office Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay, and then save it. And then add another staff. Okay, so for this one, I would like to use the business hours since he will be available from Monday to Friday. Okay, and then save it. Okay, so once we're done with the stuff, you can go back again to the services and assign a particular staff for the service. So to do that, click on edit. And then for the general consult, let me assign Adele and Deborah, for example. Okay, and click on save. And then for Derma, let me assign Alex and Deborah. Okay, and then click on save. Okay, so after that, we can now go to the customer. Um, you can create a new list for your customer, or you can import customers from an Excel sheet, or you can just wait for the customer to key in their information on the booking page. So everyone who books for an appointment will be listed here. Okay, so next we have the booking page. So this is please do not enable this one if you would like to have guests from outside your organization to be able to book an appointment, and also this one. But you must enable this one, customer data usage consent. And then you can also customize this one. For example, I hereby authorize blah blah blah. Okay, and then the scheduling policy, the time increments for the schedule. It can be every 30 minutes or it can be every hour. And then the minimum lead time for the bookings and cancellation. So this is the time that they are allowed to cancel their bookings or to book for a particular date. Okay, so minimum of 24 hours, and the maximum lead time they can book in advance. So for this one, we would like to just key in 30 days. So they can set an appointment 30 days prior to the date of the appointment. Okay, next is an email notification. So you can also enable this one to notify the business via email when booking is created or changed. And then this one, you have to enable this, send a meeting invite to the customer in addition to the confirmation email. And then for the staff, allow customer to choose a specific person for the booking. So we know if you do not like the customer to choose a particular staff, you can disable this, or if it's just okay, you can enable this. For others po kasi, they do not want their customer to choose a doctor. But for the sake of, for example, the patient has already a record for this doctor. So I want this doctor to be my doctor for this appointment. So you can specify the specific person by allowing it here. And then for the availability, um, you can you can just click on the bookable when the staff are free. So ito na lang po ang enable natin. And then after this one, we can now customize the page. You can set custom scheme for your booking, or you can select from the color theme that we have. Okay, so let me select this one, and then enable also this one, display the business logo, since I attached a logo earlier. Okay, and then save and publish it. Okay, so this will be the link that you are going to share to your customers. This will include all the services that we have previously entered here in the services. Or if you want, you can also share this individual service by getting this link and then sharing this to your customers. Okay, so um, if you want na yung general consultation lang ang makikita nila on the booking page, pwede pong ito lang ang share natin, or It can also be derma lang. But if you are going to share this one, the booking page, it will include all the services that you previously entered in the services. Okay, so ito po yung link na yon. Okay, so now that we are done, we are now ready to publish our booking page. So click on the save and publish, and then let us try to open the published page. Just click here. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Ito na yung services that we entered earlier. So we have general consultation for 30 minutes. And then, yan, ito na po yung this is an online meeting. If you want to have a face-to-face meeting, pwede din. Pwede na lang tayo mag-add siguro ng option dito to, for example, I want a face-to-face meeting or ayun po, that option. But by default, you can already use this na merong online meeting. And then we have the information regarding the service. Ito yung pinaste ko kanina. Okay, and the duration is 30 minutes. Okay, so after that, let us try if it is now working. So let me try the general consultation. And then, since hindi ko siya disable, you will see that there are options here for the staff. Unfortunately, Deborah is not available. It is because yung sinet nating time dun sa time ni Deborah is I think Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday only. So, hindi siya available on Fridays. That is why nakalagay dito is not available. So, automatic on whatever time we set dun sa staff natin, it will be applied here. So, they will not be booked kung hindi sila available during that time. Okay, so let me just choose a different date. Okay, so they are both available. So I can now choose, for example, okay, sorry, hindi ko lang pala enable yung yung sa time. Okay, but let me click this and then click on the name. Yung name ng patient, for example, Riza. And then the email address. So, pwede din tayo mag-set kung anong field yung required. And then I hereby authorize. Ito yung consent that we had earlier. So, you can customize this. And then click on book. Okay, let us just wait. Okay, so thank you for booking with us. You will get a confirmation message emailed shortly. Okay, so now after the booking, we have here for the patient, there is an option to reschedule, cancel booking, or new booking. Okay, so how does it look like for the patient? For example, let me open my Gmail. So this is the booking confirmation. Okay, so this is it. And then, how does it look like for the staff? Okay, so for the staff, there are two ways on how you can see the schedule for the staff. You can go back again to bookings and then click on the calendar. Okay, so This is Adele, and these are her schedules. Okay, September 2, September 3, 4, 5. What time is it again? 6, 7. Okay, so this is the booking that we made earlier. Okay, so how do we edit it? Um, you can double click it or right click and click on edit. Why do we want to edit it? So for example, Adele will not be available on that time and she wants to cancel it. You can either send an email confirmation to the customer saying that you are going to reschedule it, or you can assign it to somebody else if there is an available staff. Okay, so that's how you can edit the bookings. And also, kapag inedit natin to, both the staff and the customer will be notified. Okay, so how do we do it in Teams? So kasi ang nakita lang natin, 'di ba, is here in the bookings page. So how do we do it in Microsoft Teams? Okay, so for example, this is my Microsoft Teams. Okay, and I would like to add the bookings. So you just click the ellipsis button and then add bookings. Get started. Um, I would like to add an existing booking calendar. Sample clinic. Okay, and then add it. Done. Okay, so now this is where you'll see all the staff and their appointments. Okay, so again, from here you can also edit the same that we did earlier. So this is September 7 and the booking is, let me just close this. Okay, so if you have a booking here, you can double click the booking and then um, click on this staff name, and then you can assign it to somebody else and then send the confirmation to the customer. And then you can also change the time if you would like to reschedule it, or if you want to assign a different staff, you can delete this one and then assign a new staff on it. Okay, so that is how you can use the bookings in Teams. So how is it if you are going to use it for your company only, or for example you are going to set up a clinic only? So if you have teams and channels for the entire organization, you can just add, for example, in the general channel, you can just add a tab and then click on search for the browser or the website, and then tab name, for example, sample clinic, and then paste the URL. So what is the URL of our bookings? Again, go back to, discard it, go back to the bookings page, and then copy this link, and then paste it in the URL. Okay, then save it. Okay, so that from here, they can also book for an appointment. Okay, so that's how easy it is to configure your bookings and then integrate it to Microsoft Teams. Okay, by the way, when you attach an application here, be sure to pin it. Right click on the application and then pin it. Okay, so that it stays there forever. Okay, so are there any questions with regards to setting up bookings? There are none. Okay, so if there are no questions, let me go on to my um, next slide. So what are the prerequisites for using Bookings app in Teams? First is the Exchange mailbox must be in Exchange Online. On-premises not supported. Then Microsoft Bookings must be turned on for the organization. Then users must have an appropriate license. Um, A3, A5, E3, E5 are all supported. And then all users and staff, all the staff and the users of the Bookings app should have a license except for the patients. So, pwede kahit na guest lang sila or using their personal emails. Okay, so for the staff, they must have a license. And then you must meet the system requirements. Just click here to know more about the software and browser prerequisites. Okay, so if there are no questions with the Bookings app, let me go on to how to strengthen healthcare partnership. So through communication. Okay, so in Microsoft Teams, we have priority notifications. So we can use this to notify if you are going to send urgent messages and you need the recipient to be to if you need them to send an alert every 2 minutes for a total of 20 minutes, you can do that using the priority notification. So how to do that? You go to the chat. I'm sorry, let me go to my demo account. Okay, so if this is the chat, you can click here and then click on the urgent so that the recipient will be notified every 2 minutes for 20 minutes. So say for example, the doctor, yung doctor, nasa kanya naman yung phone niya, but for some reason, naka-vibrate lang and hindi niya agad nakikita yung message. So, every 2 minutes, magna-notify yon sa kanya until yon ma-open niya yung message na yon for 20 minutes. So, every 2 minutes for 20 minutes. Okay, so next you can also use at mention. For example, you are doing collaboration with your co-workers. So you can use at mention. So let me go to, for example, the telemetry and then patient care. Okay. So you can see here kung ano yung mga important messages. So if you see that you were mentioned, it means that the message is for you and that this is important. Okay, and also this one, the important. So how to do that? You can click on this one and then click on the ellipsis and then mark as important. Okay, yung at mention naman, you just type at and then the name of the person and then yun, on her channel conversation, nakikita niya na she was mentioned on that channel. Okay, so next we have, so this is the usage example of priority notification. So you can read this na lang later. And then I also have here read receipts, usage example. You can also read this. And then message delegation. So for example, you are going to send a message to one staff and hindi siya available. So you can delegate another person for that message. Pwede natin siyang ilagay dun sa profile natin using your profile, and then dun sa set status message, and then yan, you can at mention someone in your status so that kapag nakita niya that you are not available, the person that is at mentioned, siya yung ina-notify next. Okay, what else? We also have smart cameras that we can use, that is built in then dun sa Microsoft Teams natin. And then strengthen healthcare partnership by collaboration. So this is a guided simulation. So siguro later you can click this. I will share the presentation to you. This is a guided simulation. So, follow lang natin yung may nagbe-blink. And then you can read on the text here so that you can understand the story behind this simulation. Okay, so this is good, especially to showcase how we can collaborate on with our team members using the Microsoft Teams for healthcare. Okay, and then we also have here simulation for meetings and operational and clinical analytics. Okay, lastly, we have work with confidence. You can explore more about the security and compliance capabilities of Microsoft Teams by going to this link, the security compliance. And also, I recommend that you click on this link on how to get started with things for healthcare. There is a template that is readily available for healthcare. You can check on it if it is applicable to you or your organization. You can apply it, and then you can also click on this link for the Bookings app for virtual consult for more information regarding the Bookings app. Okay, so that ends my presentation. Are there any questions?
Okay, so thank you so much for your time, Riza, and for sharing your expertise regarding teams and bookings. And thank you everyone who joined and stayed up to the top of the hour. Before we finally end the program, may I request everyone to please fill out our feedback form in exchange for tokens for attending this webinar. Tokens will be delivered to you after this webinar, so please ensure to provide the correct contact information on the feedback forms. So flash on your screen right now is the link and QR code to our feedback form. And thank you for joining us in today's webinar, Empowering Healthcare with Microsoft Bookings and Teams.